In this video, we'll show you everything there is to do in El Calafate, what are the main and unmissable tours and tourist attractions so that you can make the most of your trip and see nothing there. So stay tuned for some quick useful tips, guys. Let's go for the video and buckle up. Here we go. For those who don't know me, I'm Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the Grupo Dicas, one of the largest travel content networks in the world, and today we're going to talk about what to do in El Calafate, one of the most different and incredible cities in the world. Argentina is one of the coolest and most visited, so come on, there's plenty to do in El Calafate. The focus of El Calafate, guys, is the landscapes and the glaciers. It's what sets El Calafate apart, which you only see there and don't see elsewhere. So, of course, I'm going to start by mentioning the Perito Moreno, which in my opinion is the main tour you should definitely do in El Calafate. And this video, guys, we're going to focus a lot on what to do in the tours, but El Calafate is a trip you need to plan well. There are lots of important tips on the weather, when to go, how to get there, how to use the money there, and where to stay. There is a video we made called All the Tips from El Calafate. Put it on YouTube, Gabriel Lorenzi, and we'll leave it here at the end of the video too. Watch it because it has all the tips in general and everything you need to know. And this one is about tours and things to do in the city, guys. Everything with the complete details for you to have all the nice tours and excursions in El Calafate. So let's go. I'm going to start with the Perito Moreno because you can already see it from the photos and videos. It's a spectacular business, out of the ordinary. There are some lakes there inside Los Glaciers National Park. Perito Moreno gave its name to this gigantic slab of ice, the size of the whole of Buenos Aires. The city of Buenos Aires is the same size as this gigantic ice stuff, which is over 70 meters high. It's surreal, something you can only really find in El Calafate. This attracts tourists from all over the world, which is why El Calafate has become so famous. So that's the main attraction. And now, do you visit? How do you visit there? You can go on your own. If you're in a car, you can drive. It's an hour from the center of El Calafate, and you have to pay to get in. And to access the Perito Moreno observatories, there are several wooden platforms that take you away from the ice sheet. On the other side, there's the lake in the middle, and you can watch, take beautiful photos. It's an incredible walk. But as most people don't rent the car in El Calafate, they use tour agencies, so it's very common to do the tour with an agency. The agency picks you up with the van or bus at your hotel, takes you there. They know exactly where to go. They make the stops. It's really nice. It's a really nice tour. So you just walk around, take the pictures, and that's it. The tour alone is around $50, guys. This is the basic tour, but there are a few other pluses you can add to make it a very nice tour. Another tourist attractions that are the lakes and all those glaciers, because there are several ones. In addition to the Perito Moreno, there are several peaks, mountains, icebergs, lots of cool things, and several boat trips that take place there. So it's also nice to take the boat trip. The boat is air conditioned, it's all enclosed, it's really comfortable, and it walks around the lakes. It's the real deal, guys. The tour takes about 4 hours. I thought it was going to be boring, tiring, but it's not, because every moment you see something different, you're faced with a landscape from another world. It's really incredible. So it's a bit more expensive, but it turns out to be a very nice plus to do. I recommend it. It's a very nice tour. For those initial tours where you need either an agency or to go there, I'll leave you with a good website. It's the website we use to buy all the tickets and tours from all over the world, especially from El Calafate in Argentina. It's very good. It's a very cool website. There you will see that there are all the tours and have a good look. There is one on the river, one with the boat, one with a boat and lunch. There are several options, but don't miss out on at least the excursion to see the Perito Moreno and one of the boat trips. And there's a personal plus, one that's really cool. I recommend you do it if you can, because you don't have to do both, right? It's an all-inclusive tour, a hike on top of the Perito Moreno. You will walk on top of this ice sheet. It's an incredible experience only in the summer, which is from October to March, not winter. They don't do it because it's impossible to walk there in winter, but then in the summer you can, so it's very nice because you go there, you take the boat, you will see the same boat trip, you will stop at the glacier, you will walk, they'll give you a shoe with hooks so you can put it under your sneakers. It's very cool. If you can, check it out. It's called Trekking Through Perito Moreno. You will see that's very cool and worthwhile. This is a complete tour. It's a full day. You get to visit the main tourist sites of the glacial lakes and you enjoy a lot. It's a very beautiful landscape, but you have to go prepared. And at the end of the trail, when you reach the middle of the Perito, not the middle because the middle is far away, but when you're up on the glacier, guys, they serve you a drink, usually whiskey, but I think there's vodka too, with the ice from the Perito Moreno inland. Then you have a drink with the ice they take from the Perito Moreno's lab, so it's a great experience. And guys, if you have any questions, send them to the Instagram at me at @Lorenzi. It's easier and I'll answer you there. You can send it to me. I'm trying to answer everyone for real, and take the opportunity to follow us, our adventures, travels around the world, and our day-to-day life with the girls. Because we're living in Orlando in the United States, we post everything on Instagram at Lorenzi and at Livia De Lorenzi. Follow us there and you will like it. And our new channel, the Lorenzi Family Channel, we're showing all our life here, our travels. It's really cool. So if you can, give us a hand, subscribe there, watch it because it's really good. Another place I think you should visit in Calafate before taking this tour is the Glaciarium. So that's the museum which is next door to the Glaciers. They came together. Glaciarium is the museum that explains how the rock was formed, how the city is maintained, the temperature. It's really cool, guys. So take a look. It's really nice and it's cheap. It's close to the center where you will probably be staying, so you can visit it quickly. It's really cool for those with children, for adults too. It's really cool. Take a look because you will understand how it works, and then you will see it in a different light when you take the next day's trips to the lakes. Important when we speak, Gabriel, but are the lakes still there in the summer? Yes, the glaciers all stay the same, okay? The glacier you see from the Perito Moreno, those plates, in the summer they stay practically the same. They don't melt, they don't change. That's why summer is considered the best time to visit Calafate. Not winter because it rains a lot and it's very cold, so try to focus on the summer. I mentioned all these tips in the video of all Calafate tips. Watch it later because there are lots of great tips, but this one is important and I've decided to give it to you here because many people are left in doubt. And summer, which is from October to March, this is November, December and January, are the hottest, hot in quotation marks because it's at most 22-23 degrees Celsius. The average is 16. It's cold, but it's much more pleasant than the winter in the middle of the year, guys. Another nice thing is to stroll around the center. You'll probably be staying there. We also mentioned it in the other video that the best place to stay is downtown. I'll put the map here for you to see. We even made a personalized map. I'll leave it here in the description of the video, here or in the first comment attached, all the links, okay guys? The website to see the tickets for the tours, the website of the hotels, of the map, the hotels we recommend, one that we've stayed in before and liked very much, one that's very cheap with good value for money, and another with a beautiful view of the lake, which is a little bit more expensive but worth it. I'll leave you the link here, alright, and all the other places we use to organize our trips. It'll be all down here. This central area is not very big and you can visit everything. There are supermarkets, stores, restaurants, museums. You can see everything. So take a walk there, take a day, an afternoon to wander around. Take a nice restaurant because there's a lot of good typical food and a lot of nice stores to visit, and it's not big. In 15 or 20 minutes you can get anywhere in the center. And taking advantage of what we said about downtown, I'm going to talk about the Ice Bar, which is an ice bar found in many cities around the world, and it's very famous in touristy towns. In Calafate, I think there are 2 or 3, but the one we found most interesting, we liked it a lot, was Yet. It's a very nice ice bar. You can't stay too long. It's nice to stop by in the evening. You get a drink. You can buy the open bar package or the drinks only package, which is cheaper. You will be inside for 30 minutes. You can't stay longer than that because it's all ice. It's a very low temperature, but it's a very nice experience, a very beautiful place, well worth a visit. The prices of the normal ticket or the one with the open bar, guys, do a search here on the ticket website. I've listed below. There are prices for everything there. You can also see the prices of the ice bar, but it's a really nice place at night because at night Calafate doesn't have much going on. Gabriel, the nightclub in Calafate, there aren't any. The most you will get is the ice bar, one bar or another that will still close early, so it's not the reality of the city. And there's another great option for those who want to do something at night or during the day, which are the resorts. There are 3 big ones there, which are farms, and the farms there mix this whole uncontrolled climate with the glaciers and the animal life, how they produce food, how they sustain themselves. It's a great experience. We really enjoyed it. We recommend the Estancia 25. It's a really nice place. You can find it on the website too. Take a look at the photos. It's really nice. You can take the tours just to visit the Estancia. You will see how they remove the wool from the sheep, how they produce the animals, taste typical foods, and then you can also include the scene, which is their dinner. It will be there for dinner. You can have dinner included, which is an incredible dinner. Really farm foods. They treat you very well. They have a very nice service. It's a tour that I recommend you to do and to get to know more about the life and the local people there. One important thing in Calafate, unlike other places, tours are sometimes limited, right? You can generally, the tip is do it in advance because, for example, the trekking, the Perito Moreno trek, those instances, they have reservations for. So there are times when if you leave it a week or so ahead of time, you probably won't be able to make it. That's why we say buy in advance, take a look. This is a good website that we use, and now they're charging it in your currency. So you don't pay that IOF of 6 and a bit %. If you were to pay in another currency or make the purchase directly through the website of each of these places, so it's really worth it. Take a look, but try to buy in advance because these more exclusive tours, as they're not the most populated, are on the edge. So sometimes you can have problems and lose your place. So the further in advance you do it, the more guaranteed it is that you're gonna get it and you don't have problems during the trip. And then there are other great things to do that are a little further away from El Calafate. El Calafate is more like it. You can explore more glaciers, take other boat trips that pass through other places. There are other options too. We've mentioned the main ones, but there are some nearby towns. There is Torres del Paine, which is in Chile. It's on the Chilean side. It's a trip that I think it's a bit heavy. It's a long time. It will take you hours and hours to get there. You will spend the whole day, and I don't think it's worth it. I think it's good to focus on the Argentinian side. Focus on El Calafate. One town that might be worth a visit is El Chaltén. El Chaltén is very cool because it's considered the city of trekking in Argentina, with lots of mountains, landscapes, and people hiking. It has beautiful landscapes. It's 3 hours, 3 and a bit from there. There are agencies that do it. Here on the website, you can also check out the agencies that do the route, or if you're renting a car, you can easily get there. You can spend the whole day there. There's the stop at the waterfall. The agency stop at a very famous waterfall there. There are some nice stops that make the journey a little quicker. It's not 3 hours on the bus, so you can see the beautiful scenery, and they stop at some of the observatories. So El Chaltén is a place you could consider to do. I think it's really cool if you have time, right? If you only have 3 days for El Calafate, focus on El Calafate, which already has a lot of great things for you to do and enjoy inside the city. And if you're also going to Buenos Aires, because you have to stop in Buenos Aires, you have to take the flight to El Calafate from Buenos Aires, there's no other option, then you can also see what to do in Buenos Aires. We got a really cool video about everything there is to do in Buenos Aires. This is a tip, as you're already stopping there, instead of going straight to El Calafate, stop there, take the connection and go. You will spend the same, try to stay 2 days there. If you haven't been to Buenos Aires, I think it's a great opportunity. Staying there for 2 days is enough to see a lot, or 3 would be ideal, 3 or 4 would be sensational, and then you get on the plane to El Calafate, which is cheap, close, and fast. And then you go back to Buenos Aires and return to your city, because as I said, you have to make the connection in Buenos Aires. There's no other option. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And don't miss the other videos, which are very good. I'll leave the one about all the tips for El Calafate up here. Watch it because there's a lot to know, and here's the playlist with all the other videos for you to watch. So thank you very much, guys, and have nice trips.